The world suffers a lot. Not because of the violence of bad people, but because of the silence of the good people.
The intention of the video is to give a rationalistic view towards one's religious beliefs, and to impart out-of-the-box thinking capacity, that would eventually make people realize how their religion is deceiving them, and how it blinds them from seeing the truth, and hopes that it make one more liberal.
So, who are the real Kafirs? Kafir is an Arabic term, meaning, unbeliever, or disbeliever, one who disbelieves in God. And according to Islam, everyone other than a Muslim is a Kafir. This video is intended for any thinking person, a Muslim or a non-Muslim alike, and analyzes who could be the real Kafirs, on these three grounds. 1. Kafirs, as those people, who somehow deny God-sent messages. 2. Kafirs, as those people, who ridicule God with an insane, barbaric, or an unethical concept of God. 3. Kafirs, those people who keep away from God. So, who are those people who deny God-sent messages? According to most religions, it is God who created everything in the universe. From the tiny atom, to the mighty whale, from the insignificant dust particle, to the giant red star, God created everything. Moreover, God has installed information in every creation, the innate information for its own working, and for its state of being, something scientists keep on trying to decipher. There is information inscribed in our genes, and organisms use this information for its survival. All animals are born with some sort of innate knowledge. We can have countless examples for these. There is information everywhere. So, if God has given information to all of its creation, and if God desires he should be worshipped in a particular way, God could have installed such information in all of its creation without ourselves being aware of it. There wouldn't be any need for any third-party messengers or books to do the job. Additionally, we all know that it is with electrical signals that information is processed in our brain. So if God wishes to grant some knowledge or put some kind of particular information, he only needs to raise the potential, here and there within the brain, and we will come to know about it. This is the best way God can communicate with us, without getting himself revealed. Perhaps God is doing this through what we call our sense of justice, our morale, etc., which always refine oneself, and polishes the society, to keep even better law and justice system, which in turn help its fellow beings to keep even better morale. The believers on the other hand, are glued to their religious laws, and they can never accept, nor can they listen to their morale. Even if their morale speaks otherwise. Whenever there is a clash between their morale and the barbaric law in Quran, they always stick to the laws in Quran. They would suppress their morale by pacifying themselves saying, Allah and his Prophet know best. Now since even their Prophet did these heinous acts, it is best to do that way. Barbaric laws and acts are justified there, for a Muslim. That's one of the reasons why insane Sharia law is followed in most of the Islamic countries. It is true that the more one is into Islam, the more one supports the barbaric Sharia law. So when after you die and in the event of the Judgment Day, God will be asking you,
I was always speaking to you through your morale, but why you didn't listen to me? Why did you live like a kafir?
Who keeps a more pious concept of God? Concepts of God vary from one religion to another. In the past, and in some parts of the world currently, there were gods that despite claiming of being the highest morale and justice, are actually uncivilized and immoral, to the extent that they supports, or even commits massacres, torturing and rape. However, there were people now and then, who never believed in such unethical God concepts. People who could not attribute the slightest of uncivilizedness to their gods. People who kept a free mind. It is people like these who keeps the most pious concept of God. So, in the event of the Judgment Day, God will be asking you, why did you mock me with an uncivilized and unethical concept of God? It is you who disgrace me the most than anyone else. It's believers like you who are the real Kafirs. Who is closer to God, a Muslim or a non-Muslim? God is the most justifiable, the most virtuous, the most merciful, who knows everything and of course, the most intelligent. So what is the best way for God to convey his message without revealing himself?
1. Directly coming in front of us and speaking to us. Absurd. It reveals the most unless he deletes everything from our memory. 2. Through a messenger, and then a prophet, rather than solving the problem, it only creates more problems. The followers of the prophets have multiple reasons to fight with each other, whether it is in the name of different prophets or same prophet.
All these are just ridiculous. The best way God can transfer message without showing his presence is by altering the electric potentials in the brain. God speaks to us, through our morale.
The result is so perfect that, not only we have people with many kinds of God concepts, but even atheists and apatheists, all exposed to God's message.
For this reason, a person who believes that one's moral is the best source of guidance, is the one closest to God. The good thing about moral is that it is always ahead of us. Individually, it polishes oneself; collectively, it polishes the society to keep even better law and justice system. This in turn, helps individuals to keep better standards of ethics.
At this point, if you have any doubts on the origins of negative thinking, like are they God sent too? The answer is simple. God is supposed to be the most virtuous, so can anything bad come from God? No, never.
Moreover, when someone puts something between oneself and God, they are actually putting a barrier between them and God. They are keeping themselves away from God. It is these people who can never accept divine messages or inherent messages since they deny their morals. It is among them, the seeds of goodness has the most difficult time to germinate. It is among them, morality can never progress with time. So in the event of the Judgment Day, God will be asking you,
why did you keep away from me? I sent you as the one who is closest to me. You had virtues in you, and you had the responsibility to alleviate some evil in your society. But you never stood for those. Why did you live like a Kafir?
Thanks for watching.